All right, I think we're back. All right, man. Positive. We are winning at halftime for once. Um, I don't know, man. Where do I start? I, I said we'd win this game. Syracuse is not a good football team, but we're not a good football team, so it's all kind of up in the air at this point. Oh man, I'll start with this. I want to like I want to like Jordan Travis, man. I'm telling y'all, man, I want to like him. I promise you, I do. I promise you guys, I do. But I've just seen enough, man. I've seen enough. He is what he is, in my opinion. I play calling's been interesting. I am kind of like it. We still, for whatever, Jayshon Corbin's still on. He's on pace to have his typical 12 carries per game, which I don't understand. I don't understand that. You know, Cam McDonald's had a great first half. They finally found a way. It's funny, you know, you wait till 0-4 to find a way to utilize Cam McDonald. Probably should have been utilizing him in the way they've been utilizing, which has been very good. So I like the way they've been utilizing Cam. I like the quick passing game. Obviously, you see the difference in the passing game when they went with Travis. Everything's quick. Tons of screen passes, tons of running back in the flats, flexing out the tight end in the flat. Tons of those quick to the flat passes. Not really. Again, that's why I said I kind of like the play calling. If you're gonna go with Travis, that's what you got to do. Where Travis struggles is when they ask him to actually drop back. When they finally ask him to drop back, he does what he does. You know, I'm not saying the O line is great. Um, I just, I just keep reiterating this. Like I watch other teams, O lines, give their quarterbacks the same type of protection, and it's amazing how a quarterback who has good decision making, quick and decisive decision making, how much better he can make an offensive line look. Um, I still don't think Robert Scott is healthy, but they're pretty much playing him at a necessity. Um, when Baby Young graduates, I'm about sick of that. Okay, I'm about sick of that guy. So I'm not saying the O line's been perfect, but those problems get, what's the word, exacerbated when your quarterback cannot make, like, they called one good rollout play. I don't know if it was the first or second quarter, where if Travis just tucks it, he picks up the first, but he does what he does, and he's hesitating, and he finally decides to run it, but by then the defense has been positioned. He's short for a third down conversion. It's little things like that. When the offense is struggling, you know, our offense isn't in a position where we can overcome mistakes. Malik McClain had a drop pass. Whenever you're, hey, whenever your freshman is asked to be the leader of the room, you're gonna get those type of plays from a 18, 19 year old, right? He shouldn't be in that position. There should be another player, uh, Parchment or whoever, that can be asked to be in that position. Um, but we don't have him. And Malik McClain's looked at as kind of leader of the room, and those kind of problems are going to happen when you ask a freshman to be the best player in the wide receiver room. So, not gonna get on him. But the point of me bringing that up was we are not good enough to overcome little mistakes. So, whenever we have little mistakes, they seem to compound into, bigger things. And now we're 3 and out. Now we're behind the chains. Travis has to be decisive, man. Travis has to be decisive, point blank, period. And when he's decisive, I actually think he's pretty good. Again, I want to like Jordan. And I actually think they've called a game tailored to what he does. He's just not very decisive with the ball. He's just not. So that's just me. And Fitzgerald, Fitzgerald sucks. He is hot buns. What else we got? Somebody said who is number 37. That's Omarion Cooper. Again, another true freshman. Y'all want youth movement. I told y'all what comes with youth movement. He actually has been playing a lot of snaps too. Omarion Cooper has. Travis J, man, he always seems to be able to get interceptions on Hail Marys. He hasn't been in the secondary until that Hail Mary. I don't know who Travis J pissed off. But he doesn't look like he's getting a lot of burn. What are y'all talking about in the comments? Yeah, Travis Hunter. Well, first of all, come to find out, Hunter's injury ended up not being as serious as we thought. So that was great news to hear. That last night everybody was scared, and his injury ended up not being as serious as people originally thought. 4 to 6 weeks is, I think, the diagnosis for recovery time. That's it. And he was at the Georgia game today. Him and Quayshawn Sapp were at the Georgia game. So shout out to those guys. Go out there, take a free trip, man. I'm man, at the end of the day, man, we can't sit here and worry about them kids going out there, taking free trips, whatever. If they committed, they committed. If they not, well, we'll find out here later on. So I'm not worried about it. Hell, if it was me, I'd go take a free trip to Georgia and watch a football game. Good, big game against Arkansas, right? That's just me, though. They played a fairly clean game. ACC refs are bad, though. ACC refs are really bad. Look at Travis is here for 2 more years. So develop him. He's the most dynamic QB you have. So figure it out. Receivers need to learn how to get open too. There's a ton of development. Lorenzo, you gotta go and watch some of these plays. I've said this about Travis before. There are plays where receivers, like, I hate this thing that the receivers aren't getting any separation. Man, go watch. Travis isn't throwing the ball. He's hesitating. Some of those again, he excels in the quick decisions. Like when he knows he's throwing the long ball, he's real good at that. When he knows where he's going pre-snap, he's on point. When he has to read a defense and then figure out where to go with the ball, he hesitates. And when guys are open, he misses them. And he's been doing that really for the last 2 years. What's up, Jay Hutch? Yeah, he's hobbled, but they got him on the Hail Mary play. They lose Sapp and Hunter. It's time to start over, bring in new. I mean, bro, it's already time to bring in a new staff. I mean, Norvell, he's going to be here, but it's still time to address the staff regardless. I think y'all overblowing visits. But ultimately, man, we still got to run the ball. Run the ball. Trayshawn Ward's looking good in the receiving game. They got to run. I don't know why they don't let Corbin run the ball more. And I'm still trying to understand who did Ja'Kai Douglas piss off. We keep talking about receivers can't get separation. Ja'Kai Douglas is fast as hell. We know he's fast. We've seen him be fast. And they have refused to use him on the offensive side of the ball. What up, Chad? Mm. There you go, Peter. I'm telling you, Peter. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, we always blaming receivers need to get open, and I'm not saying that we need more talent in the receiver room. Don't get me wrong, but it's been a theme with Travis where he, again, if he don't know where he going pre-snap, that play is almost dead in the water unless he takes off with his legs and makes something happen. That's literally our offense right now. Pre-snap, but if we ask him to do anything more than that, that was the Loach too. Y'all let me know when the game come back on. With this staff, you just never know who is hurt. Yeah, because they say people's hurt and then people are playing. I agree. Poke, did you see see Thomas getting in Gant's face? I saw Thomas got in Gant's face. Hey, I didn't even mention this. Shout out to Jarrett Jackson, number 48. That's the depth we've needed on that defensive line. He's playing very good football, man. Him alongside Lovett has been really good to see. Of course, like we praised Jermaine and for good reason, but I'm telling you right now, Keir Thomas has been just as good as Jermaine Johnson. He just don't have the sack number, but Keir Thomas has been just as good, if not more so. He's shout out to the D line. Man, we just gotta wait till Duffy to get here. I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring in another. They're gonna look in a portal again for somebody. What up, Jadon? Travis seemed to be lost a lot of decisions because there's time when he should have kept it, but a lot of times he's giving Corbin. He had a bad there was a play this game where if he keeps that he probably takes off for 20 yards. Actually, I think they were in the red zone when it was the first drive of the game. When you get a field, if he keeps that, he probably walks into the end zone. And for whatever reason, bad decision, and he hands it off to Corbin, and there's two guys there to tackle him. I thought that play was that was a bad call. But they kind of play. Sometimes they play to the numbers, man. Has to be Chad, and I don't know what it is. I think Norvell is calling the plays this game. I can't confirm it, but I know this is the first time I've seen Norvell walk around with a play sheet on the sideline this game. Go pay attention. He's walking around with a play sheet. I don't know if he's calling. I don't know if that's a way for him to maybe listen to what Dilly's calling, and if he wants to veto it, then he kind of steps in. But he's walking around with a play sheet on the sidelines. So I think Norvell's calling this game. And again, to me, the play calling hasn't necessarily been the issue. Do I want to run the ball more? Yes, but I do feel like what they've called has been effective. I don't know what's going on. I don't think he's 100% healthy. Jamie was okay today. Let me think. Secondary guys have been a little bit hit or miss, man. Gant, I hate to say it, but I'm probably not tired of seeing Brandon Gant, man. I think we just got other safeties who play better. Like Sidney Williams plays better to me than Brandon Gant. Like, like in situations like this, we can kind of blame the players, right? You know me, I'm more about blaming coaching, but I'm watching Sidney Williams be a lot more effective. I'm watching McClellan be a lot more effective when they're at safety than Brandon Gant. Brandon Gant's just not doing it for me. So just calling it like I see it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've seen Farmer play today. The fly's kind of getting me. If my ass was on the line, I'd be calling plays over the guy who was. I agree with you, Tyler. They bring that up every game. Yeah, I agree. Gant is done. Yeah, man. So overall, I mean, we're winning at half. That's a positive. I think, with the exception of a couple plays, I think the defense has played solid for the most part. I really do. Defensive line is doing what the defensive line has done all year. The linebackers have been a little bit hit or miss. I still think the Loach is your best guy. It's just that everything outside of him, man, is tough, including Lundy. Lundy's okay at run stopping, but that's all he can do. Gainer, I don't know what happened to Gainer. Gainer's just been a no. I haven't heard his name once today. Gainer's been a no-show. It would have been interesting to see maybe the Loach and Emmett Rice, but Emmett Rice probably won't play this year at this point. There's no reason for him to play. So there's that. Jerry and Jones really looking at the bench when they cause a snap. I don't know how we winning, but I'll take it. We must. Yeah, I agree. This guy, they have to win this game. This Syracuse team isn't good, bro. You can watch them. The Syracuse team isn't good, and if they can't figure out how to win, I don't know what to tell you. Then offensively, again, little hit and miss. Our running backs continue to be the best players on the field. I don't know. He might be able to. If he would want one. Well, their offensive line isn't very good, and we've been able to really stuff the run. The only time they've really had big plays is when when things break down and that quarterback's been able to do a little bit with his legs. It looked like our DBs just gave up on that play, if I'm being honest with you, Derek. I blame the coaches every game because you have coach players up. We had a lineman go to Alabama and show out. I agree with you, Chad. I say that I've been saying that from the jump. I'm sick of watching other guys go other places and be successful, but people want to tell me that the players are bad. It doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, I'm back in here, man. Hey, after the game, man, we live. So hopefully, man, we go 2 quarters and we finish this game out, man. So I'll get back with y'all after the game, man. Keep your head up, Seminoles. Go Noles, baby.